wasting any time, and let me continue with my first question. My first question is, what actually brought you, Ustazah, to teaching, and why did you choose to teach instead of going for any other well-paying professions?
Okay, baik. Macam sebelum ni, sebelum menjadi seorang guru, sebenarnya saya sudah pun bekerja, sudah menolong pegawai kebajikan masyarakat. Jadi bila beralih kepada seorang guru, sebenarnya kenapa saya memilih seorang guru itu ialah kita akan banyak memberi sumbangan dari sudut keilmuan kepada pelajar, kepada orang sekeliling kita. Lagipun bila kita menjadi seorang guru ni menjadikan kita seseorang yang berfikir bagaimana kita perlu menyampaikan sesuatu secara berkesan dan akhirnya memberi kesan yang positif kepada orang yang kita sampaikan maklumat. Akhirnya saya memilih pekerjaan sebagai seorang guru, walaupun pada waktu itu saya telah mempunyai pekerjaan yang lebih baik.
So you are saying you are enjoying as being a teacher to deliver information and knowledge to others. Okay, next, do you think you are a good teacher?
Okay, ini adalah tahun yang ke-8 bekerja sebagai seorang guru. 3 tahun yang pertama tu memang kita akan rasa kita bukan guru yang sempurna, tetapi perasaan tidak sempurna itu menjadikan kita sentiasa cuba untuk menjadi guru yang mempunyai kualiti kepada anak pelajar dia. Dan untuk tahun yang ke-8 ini, walaupun kita sudah improve setiap tahun kualiti kita sebagai seorang guru, dan saya yakin dan percaya guru itu setiap tahun sebenarnya dia akan meletakkan sasaran pada diri sendiri untuk sampai ke tahap yang mana. Jadi sebenarnya guru itu sendiri sedang dia improve. Setiap tahun dia akan improve, setiap masa dia akan improve.
But to be honest, I can see that you are a good teacher and really a good senior for me to teach from you and to teach my students. For you as a teacher, what is your strength and your weakness? Not particularly as a teacher but as a person.
Kalau ini dia daripada sudut kita ni guru, tapi pada masa yang sama kita pun ada kelemahan juga sebagai manusia biasa. Yang pertama ialah bagaimana seorang manusia itu mengawal emosi. Kita jumpa ramai pelajar. Setiap pelajar itu adalah pelajar yang berbeza, tapi kita sebagai seorang manusia biasa pun ada kelemahan. Kelemahan yang paling lemah sekali bila seorang guru ini berhadapan dengan pelbagai tingkah laku dan perangai anak-anak pelajar. Jadi di situ kita punya kelemahan kita ialah emosi itu bagaimana kita mengendalikan. Tapi pada masa yang sama, emosi ini kelihatan kelemahan, tetapi ia juga adalah kekuatan untuk kita manusia biasa. Bagaimana kita berjaya mengawal emosi berkenaan.
I agree with you that we as a teacher full with emotion. Especially we as a woman. We have to endure with so much emotions, especially when we meet very problematic students. We cannot say problematic, but they have their own problems.
They have their own behavior.
Yes, they have their own behavior, and how we are as a teacher to tackle with them. Okay. Next, can you please tell me about your favorite teacher when you were a student in school, and why was she or he is your favorite?
Okay, guru kegemaran sewaktu zaman sekolah menengah dulu adalah seorang ustaz. Kenapa seorang ustaz? Sebab dia adalah guru yang bukan sahaja membantu daripada segi mengajar semata-mata, tetapi menunjukkan hala tuju kita sebagai seorang pelajar ini ke arah yang mana. Jadi saya sebenarnya terkesan dengan guru yang dia bukan mengajar, menyampaikan ilmu semata-mata, tapi saya akan terkesan dengan guru yang mana akan memberi ruang ataupun menunjukkan jalan di mana sepatutnya saya kena tuju. Jadi guru itu seriously sampai sekarang terkesan dan masih keep in touch lagi dengan guru itu. Sebab bagi saya guru adalah bukan seseorang yang hanya memberikan ilmu, tetapi menunjukkan jalan yang mana patut pelajar itu pilih.
Really did a huge what we can say, a huge improvement to your life.
Ya.
What is your long-term goal?
Long term goal, saya tidak berniat untuk menjadi guru selama-lamanya. Okey, guru tu maksudnya guru yang mengajar selama-lamanya tu kita tetap akan mengajar. Tapi long term goal dalam profession ini ialah saya melihat seseorang itu dia perlu tingkatkan profession ini dengan menjadi seorang leader, iaitu menjadi penggerak utama dalam satu institusi pendidikan untuk membantu guru-guru yang baru bermula ataupun yang baru mau mencubur bidang. Okey, itu long term saya.
So you are going to say you are willing to go to HQ? HQ Mara?
Maybe.
Okay.
InsyaAllah.
Okay, insyaAllah. Okay, next, what are the qualities that you seek in the headmasters or principal?
Bagi seorang orang yang bekerja di bawah dan kita mempunyai orang di atas, apa yang kita mahu cari dalam satu kualiti orang yang berada di atas kita itu ialah faham bagaimana orang di bawah itu mengatur strategi. Tugas hakiki tetap dipikul bersama, tugas sampingan itu tidak boleh melebihi tugas hakiki. Ketua ataupun leader yang bagus ialah dia boleh menggerakkan orang di bawah dia dengan cara memastikan kualiti kerja yang sepatutnya diberikan itu adalah hakiki, bukan sampingan. Itu yang saya seek for the headmaster lah.
Okay, I can feel what you say because nowadays we teachers are really burdened by so many works other than kerja hakiki, right? What is that one quality that you think make teaching different from other professions?
Mungkin disebabkan pekerjaan guru ini ialah klien kita bukan setakat dengan pelajar, tapi dengan ibu bapa, mungkin juga dengan orang sekeliling yang akan kita bekerja sama. Macam contohnya sekarang kita selalu fikir klien kita pelajar dan ibu bapa. Sedangkan bila kita buat program di maktab ataupun sekolah, kita akan ada program bersama, anjuran bersama dengan pihak-pihak yang lain. Jadi apa yang membuatkan profession dalam teaching ini ialah berbeza dengan yang lain, ialah bagaimana guru itu bersosial dalam keadaan variasi yang berbeza kepada setiap kelompok yang akan kita bekerja sama dalam bidang pendidikan.
That's a new perspective for me. I just realized we have to work with so many types of people, not only students but the outside of the maktab. Okay, finally, how would you like to improve yourself as a teacher?
Okay, sebagai seorang guru, macam mana kita nak improve diri kita? Kita selalu sebut dengan pelajar, baca. Tapi adakah guru itu dia baca lebih daripada sepatutnya yang dia minta pelajar baca? Kan macam contoh kita mengajar tingkatan 5, kita akan fokus silibus tingkatan 5. Kita suruh pelajar baca juga. Tapi sebagai as a teacher, kita kena improve lebih daripada silibus tingkatan 5. Teknik, benda-benda isu semasa. So maksudnya benda-benda yang macam tu, maksudnya guru jangan fokus benda tu sahaja. Tapi kita kena fokus benda yang lain juga, supaya tidak terlihat kita ini hanya duduk dalam lingkungan kita dalam dunia pembelajaran, tapi kita ini sebenarnya adalah orang yang boleh memberikan respon untuk apa-apa yang berlaku dalam di keadaan sekeliling. Pelajar sekarang pun kita tengok bukannya lagi pelajar macam zaman sebelum kita ni kan. Semuanya sudah terdedah. Jadi sebagai guru kita kena lebih terdedah daripada mereka.
We as a teacher, we have to make one step forward than students. Because they really they really depends on us. They always ask something that really recently, like issues. So we as a teacher, it is it is aib lah for us if we cannot answer their question or something that recently happened. Okay. Thank you, Ustazah Aida.
Thank you. Okay.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So we go to the first question, okay? What brought you to teaching why did you choose to teach instead of going for any other well-paying profession?
Well, as a start, I started my career in different field. I started working. Actually, I started working as a clerk, and then I worked as a secretary at private companies for about almost nine years. Before I decided to continue or pursue my study for a degree in English at UPM Serdang, and to become an English teacher. Once I graduated, I applied for a teaching position with MRSM, and I became a teacher in 2003 at MRSM Taipei.
Okay, next. Do you think you are a good teacher? So please explain yourself.
Well, I think I started with no teaching experience, so I started my career in a very vague, unclear, little bit puzzled. But through the years, I gained confidence in teaching, and I have learned to become a good teacher from my years of teaching. I'm trying to not the best, but I'm trying to be the best to improve my teaching experience and performance.
Okay, so what your strength and your weakness, not practically as a teacher, but as a person?
Well, my strengths are probably I'm quite humorous, so I think my students love my way of acts, doing humorous things, funny things. Even when I tease or my students in a funny way, either to do their work, they will take it positively and in the fun way. Um, I'm also quite positive to face new challenges. Despite at times there were some worries, hesitations, but I persuade myself to try new things and to perform the task.
Okay, understand.
For my weaknesses, I think there are some weaknesses, but maybe what I can think of is that I'm not quite competent or good at IT technology, so it can trigger some panics when doing some tasks related to IT. Okay, when it requires that the applications that are not commonly I normally use. Okay, just last week, I had to send through email a taekwondo video competition, which is this online competitions to MRSM Kuching. So I had to get many of my friends to help me out in order to send the videos, because the organizations required to use Google Drive and use to set the videos in the editor settings, which I have never done before. So it was quite hectic for me.
Okay, understand. So, can you please tell me about your favorite teacher when you were a student in school, and why he or she your favorite?
I think I have few favorite teachers at schools, whether during my primary school or secondary school. But I think one of them probably is my maths teacher when I was in Form 4 and Form 5. I was studying in the science stream, but I was very very weak students, especially at maths and science. So I think my maths teacher, Miss Hu, was very supportive and helpful, and she really helped me a lot to make sure that I at least get credit for my result for my maths. So I think Miss Hu, I give compliment to my Miss Hu, my maths teacher.
So very nice teacher, Miss Hu. Okay, so what is your long-term goals?
Okay, long term, as I don't have much years of service. I probably have between 6 to 8 years more years of service. I'm looking for my retirement. But as my passion is also teaching other aspect beside the subject English. Beside English, I also teach. I love to teach swimming. So maybe during my long term, I wish to set up a swimming school for adults and senior citizens. Maybe to teach students swimming, but I'm going to use English as my medium of instructions when teaching the lesson, the swimming lesson. Other than that, for my current students, I wish that I can produce good students academically and with good moral and ethics.
Very talented teachers. So, sir, what the qualities that you seek in the principal of school?
Well, I have worked with several principals throughout my years for about 12 or 13 years in this school. So I look forward to have principals that could understand the teachers' teaching situations, their problems, and maybe a principal who is very cooperative and very supportive, um, and maybe very good saying good words or having good manners in expressing his or her thoughts towards the teachers, and maybe giving valuable knowledge to the teachers. Maybe that could be some of the factors that I look forward in my principal.
Yes, I agree to you. Okay, so what is that one quality that you think makes teaching different than other professions?
I think basically teaching is generally good in every religious, but is in religiously in Islam, this is the place or the garden where you can harvest, you can gain more pahala or rewards for the life in the hereafter. Hopefully, it's one of the way for me to place me in the heaven. Secondly, it is the difference experience when you have to teach different children or different skills in every year. So you will have, it's fun to know about them, learning their characters, and even though some of them may be mischievous, you learn how to deal with them and think what kind of approach that should be done, should be taken to cater whatever problems that they cause. As well, what else? Quality. What other quality that you make teacher different? Well, I think basically teaching makes the difference in terms of you have to deal, other than student, you have to deal with the parents themselves. You know, some parents are quite demanding, and then that requires us to have more patience when dealing with some challenging parents.
Yes, demanding parents.
Yes, and also to cater for changeable curriculum. Yeah, because the school itself runs twin programs, IGCSE and SPM. So that could be another challenge for me, maybe, and as well for my friends teaching at this school. So we have to adapt with the two curriculums, IGCSE and the Ministry of Education, SPM.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very challenging. Okay, so last but not least, how would you like to improve yourself as a teacher?
I think in terms of how I would like to improve myself, I think there are many ways that I can improve But basically, I will have to learn from others. Even the young less experienced teachers, because I think the youngsters, the teachers, the young teachers have more knowledge in terms of technology. That even I ask from them about what to do when I'm in doubt, or I have problems to with some kind of applications of technology in teaching or preparing the documentation. I also get help or advice from my colleagues, my friends. They're also another way of me improving myself. For example, maybe we talk. I ask them what are the ideas about in preparing the lesson plan, okay, and then I brainstorming any ideas on my own, maybe from my reading, or when I get some ideas from watching or browsing the social media, such as TikTok, IG, and Instagram. So I think beside reading lots of books can also be a helpful way to for me to improve myself, gaining more knowledge.
Okay, so thank you, Sasri, for your opinion.
You're
That's all for
welcome.
me. Thank you very much, and Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
The first question is, what brought you to teaching? And why did you choose to teach instead of going to any other well-paying professions?
Right. Okay. Thank you so much for the question. In my opinion, I think why I choose teaching is because of teaching. It allows me to build a relationship, and it can influence young minds in a meaningful way.
Do you think you are a good teacher? Please explain.
Right. Thank you so much. I think I am an effective teacher because I can create a positive learning environment where the students feel safe in my class to express their thoughts and also question.
What are your strengths and weaknesses, not particularly as a teacher, but as a person?
Okay. Alright, so I would like to talk about my strength first, which I believe that I am highly self-motivated, and I also love to seek opportunity for my personal growth as well as my professional growth. Meanwhile, for my weaknesses, I am always a yes person, which makes me sometimes find it difficult to say no, and also it can lead me to taking a lot of responsibility.
Okay, teacher Najah, can you please tell me about your favorite teacher when you were a student in school, and why was she or he your favorite?
Okay, thank you so much for the question. I think back in my high school day, I really admire my religious teachers, which he has a really high enthusiasm and ability to motivate their student, which is me. And he also saw my potential in Islamic studies, and he guided me to become a better person that can benefit others with the information about religious things to me.
The other question is, what is your long-term goal?
Okay, thank you so much for the question. I believe as a teacher, we need to have our long-term goal. Okay, and my long-term goal is to become an excellent teacher who can contribute to holistic development of the students, and of course not just academically but also personally as well.
Thank you for the answer. Okay, the other question is, what are the qualities that you seek in the headmaster or headmistress, principal of a school?
Okay. In my opinion, I think a good principal or a great principal should be visionary, which they need to always strive for a betterment of the school while being open to feedback from their staff, which is the teachers.
Answer question is the next question. What is that one quality that you think makes teaching different than other professions?
Okay. In my opinion, I think even though teaching that we doesn't really make a lot of pay or money from teaching, but I think teaching is a profession that allows us to have a continuous learning and personal growth. As every student in our class and the class, they present a new challenges to us as a teacher.
Okay, the last question is, how would you like to improve yourself as a teacher?
Okay, a very great question. As a teacher, I really want to enhance my skill in using a data to drive instruction, which to ensure that my teaching methods are evidence-based and also result-oriented.
Thank you for your convenience, your commitment to answer my question. And that's all for today. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Inshallah today I will interview Sir Farizwan, teaching mathematics in Madrasah Bagan Datuk, for completing my assignment that is about personal qualities. So we will go to the first question. Sir Farizwan,
Yes.
My question is, what brought you to teaching, and why did you choose to teach instead of going for any other well-paying professions?
Okay, for me, teaching offers me the value that other professions cannot buy. For me, teaching makes me help students, and that is the thing that I cannot find in other professions.
Okay, so the second question is, do you think you are a good teacher? Please explain to me.
Okay, for me, I'm still not a good teacher, but I am going through the route of becoming one. So for me, I'm still developing myself to become a better teacher.
Alright. Okay, so the third question is, in your opinions, what are your strengths and weakness, not particularly as a teacher, but as a person?
Okay, for me, my weakness is I'm not very stern towards students, which is when they make mistakes, or not mistakes, I mean like when they make disciplines, when they break discipline rules like that. I did not get angry with them. I did not advise them why? And because I'm not that kind of person, so I think that is my weakness. So for my strength, I am very open to suggestions or opinions towards me to become a better person.
Oh, okay. So the first question is, can you please tell me about your favorite teacher when you were a student in school, and why was she or he your favorite teacher?
Okay, there's one teacher in my school back when I was in secondary school at SPBI Jempol. When I was 16 years old, I always get C or D in my mathematics. So I'm starting from the bottom. So when the teacher arrived at my school, she transferred from other school to my school. Her name is Teacher Raihan. So when she transferred, she makes me like mathematics more than before. So when I was Form 4 until Form 5, when I was 17 years old, my results become better and better. So I get my highest mark was 98 out of 100. So that what inspired me to become like her, to become a teacher.
Alright. Okay. So the fifth question is, what is your long-term goal?
My long-term goal. Okay, for my long-term goal, I think I want to become a teacher that inspired others. So people can refer me or ask me about anything. Helps them. That can help them.
Oh, okay, good. So next question is, what are the qualities that you seek in the principal in our school?
Qualities from the principal in our school. Okay, the qualities from our principal is he is very statistical person. So he always measure everything from every aspect. So he can analyze everything, which is everything that you offers or propose to him, you need data. So that what makes him a very good that quality that I can see from him.
Alright. So the next question is, what is that one quality that you think makes teaching different than other professions?
Okay, for me, teaching is very different from other professions because when you teach, you feel the need to help others instead of other professions, which is you just do your job to get money. But teacher always have the feelings to help others and makes others become better so that we can see our results.
Yeah, true. And the last question is, how would you like to improve yourself as a teacher?
Okay, for me, what I like to improve for myself is I like to become more knowledgeable so that I can help others. So I can give advices or help others. That's it.
Okay, so thank you, Farizwan, for your time to interview. That's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum and good evening. Okay, thank you for attending this interview session. My name is NURUL BINTI SUHAIMI, Diploma in Education, student from UPTN. I will be acting as the interviewer today. Could you please introduce yourself?
Okay. Hi, Shamila. My name is FATIN BINTI Ghazali. I am an English teacher and I have been teaching for more than 12 years.
Okay. What about you to teaching? Why did you choose to teach instead of going for any others well-paying profession?
Well, for me, I've been very fond of English since young, and I used to help my classmates with grammar lessons. So when they praise me for explaining well, that's when I realized that this is what I want to do in life. This is what I'm good at. I love explaining things and simplify big concepts. And when people understood me, it reinforces a great sense of achievement in myself. So here I am now, being an English teacher at a secondary school. And I believe that teaching is one of the few professions in which you feel contented and proud while helping others at the same time.
Okay. Second question. Do you think you are a good teacher? Please explain.
Well, this is a tricky question. Based on my students, both former and current students, and also my colleagues, they think that I am a great teacher. But I still think that there's so much more that I need to learn to be a great teacher. I don't want to be a mediocre teacher. I want to be a great teacher who inspires students to do great things and achieve amazing things in life.
Okay. What are your strengths and weakness, not particularly as a teacher but as a person?
I think having a lot of empathy is both my strength and weakness. On the positive side, having a lot of empathy allows me to connect better with my students, understand their feelings, and offer them meaningful support. However, being a very empathetic person means that I can be anxious because I'm worried whether or not I'm upsetting others, and there is also a very high chance for me to be taken advantage of. So this can lead to emotional exhaustion. So as a teacher and also as a person, I need to draw the line when it comes to being empathetic of others.
Okay. Can you please tell me about your favorite teacher when you were a student in school, and why was she your favorite?
My favorite teacher is the late Mrs. Vincent, my primary school English teacher. She was the one who instilled the love of English language in me. She always took the time to explain things thoroughly. She encouraged me to do my best and reminded me not to worry about making mistakes. As that's part of the learning process. It is something I believe in and swear by, and I'm still using the same concept with my students now.
Okay. Next question. What is your long-term goals?
Well, I have many more years to go in teaching. I think my long-term goal would be to master classroom management, so that I will be able to create a sanctuary for all my students. Sanctuary here means a place that is convenient, a non-threatening environment where my students feel comfortable and safe to learn.
Okay. Next question. What are the qualities that you seek in the principal of a school?
There are many factors contribute to the thriving school cultures, but I personally believe that a principal is the driving force behind them all. So all schools need a great principal who can inspire change, someone who listens to the teachers and make them feel important, supportive and appreciative. Definitely not someone who can destroy positive school culture and burn out the teachers with unnecessary burdens.
Okay. What is the one quality that you think make teaching different than other profession?
Teaching is a profession that creates all the other professions. I think teaching is different than other professions in terms of human connection. Human connection is fundamental to learning. Yes, there are other professions that involve human interaction, but in education, it is more than just interaction. Relationship-rich education can lead to a sense of belonging that is imperative to success.
Okay, this last question. How would you like to improve yourself as a teacher?
Well, Sayyidina Ali said, do not raise your children the way your parents raised. They were born for a different time. And for this reason, I believe that I should always improve my teaching pedagogy and method. I would want to constantly update my knowledge in education technology so that I know how to use digital learning tools effectively to help my students learn better.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for today.
Thank you for having me.
See you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
So today I will interviewing you for my subject in Diploma Education. Can you please introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Zalinda Binti Ahmad Zaini. I'm working at IPG Campus Sultan Abdul Halim, Sungai Petani, Kedah. I'm from Jabatan Pendidikan Holistic Department. I'm teaching education subjects such as psychology, pedagogy, philosophy, and etc.
So, can I continue for our first question? Alright, so what brought you to teaching? Why did you choose to teach instead of going for any other well-paying professions?
Because I always have wanted a career that allows me to contribute to the community. Teaching for me is not just a job, but a way to inspire future generations.
Okay, next question. Do you think you can be a good teacher, and can you explain why?
Okay, I think I can be a good teacher because I prioritize the well-being of my student and make them feel very valued.
What are your strengths and weaknesses, not particularly as a teacher, but as a person?
As a person, I think I'm a good listener, which helps me to understand the needs of others and build strong relationship.
Can you please tell me about your favorite teacher when you were a student at your school, and why was she or he was your favorite?
My favorite teachers in school was my mathematics teachers because she always have a unique way to explaining mathematics about the complex concepts in simple terms, making mathematics very enjoyable for everyone.
I would like to know, what is your long-term goal?
My long-term goal is to become an excellent teacher who contribute to the holistic development of students, not just excellence in academically.
What are the qualities that you seek in your principal of your institution?
I think integrity is essentially. I expect a principal to lead by example and maintain high ethical standards.
What is that one quality that you think teaching is different than any other professions?
Because teaching requires patience and understanding, as every student learns at a different pace, and the ability to adapt to these differences sets teaching apart from other professions. That's my opinion.
How would you like to improve yourself as a teacher?
I would like to improve my management classroom skills to create more engaging and disciplined learning environment. I also want to improve my ability to integrate technology into my lessons to make learning more interactive and skill